We would like to remind you that the use of flash photography and recording devices are prohibited. Also, please remember there are no food or drinks allowed.
The mountains.
The sea.
The city.
The freeway.
The overpass. Train tracks. Traffic light.
Between the on-ramp and the road.
The gas station, the 7-Eleven, the Chinese restaurant, the dry cleaner.
Parking lot. There is one house.
Our house.
Sarah House.
Home.
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 The garden.
The kitchen.
8 bedrooms.
The office.
One day.
Night shift is over.
Morning.
This morning.
Today.
Birds. Food. Staff cooking breakfast in the kitchen. Residents waking up.
Grits! I want my grits!
That's Ray.
Below. Where below?
That's Clarence. And that would be...
Today's the day. He's coming today.
Oh yeah, that's Elena.
Where's my hairbrush? I have to get ready.
Today's the day. He's coming today.
She always says that. Then the next bell always rings and I always sit and wait for it because it's my favorite. Well, go on, ring. Yeah, just like that. Then Mari calls for me, or she comes out and pats me. Mari? Maybe I'm waiting wrong. How about this? Mari? Mari? Mari!
Ginger? What's wrong?
She won't know. She probably thinks I'm just hungry.
Are you hungry? I'll get you some kibble in a minute.
Her name is Paloma. She works the day shift. She's not bad, but she can't understand what's bothering me. How could she? That one's new here. I don't know her yet.
Nice dog.
I guess she's okay.
Mama.
Clarence?
Where's Mama? Oh. There you are. Guess what? Today's my birthday. My mama didn't call. So I'm gonna call all of y'all mama.
What a great idea, Clarence. Happy birthday.
Thank you, Mama. And new Mama. Oh, you too, Mama dog. What's wrong? You missing Ginger. Ginger. Oh, you missing Mari.
How did you know that?
Cheer up. Gentle. Look what I found. I said that song.
You gotta love this guy.
What's that?
Uh-oh. Sounds like Ray.
Each resident has a bell to ring. It's our version of a call button. They have different bells, so you get to know how each one rings. Sometimes it's just a little, and sometimes it's...
Yup. It's Ray.
This ain't grits.
Wash your hands before you touch kitchen things, Ray. Washing is important. We do a lot of hugging and kissing around here, so we want you to be clean.
Nice.
The hell with that, I'm moving out.
Fine, go ahead.
I'm just waiting for my ride to L.A.
Very funny, Ray.
Yeah, I know.
I can't stand this guy. I mean, dying or not, this is a hospice. Everyone's dying here.
Quiet, Ginger. I want my grits.
They're coming. Why don't you watch TV a while and I'll bring them to your room?
No, there's nothing good on. Hell, I watched the Discovery Channel last night and they got everything wrong. Goddamn wolf show they got on. Some tree hugger trying to save the wolves. Put them in pens and feed them by hand. The wolves don't want to be fed. They want to hunt, eat, or die trying. Feeding them will kill them faster than shit.
I wonder what Ginger thinks about that.
You do?
Hell, Ginger don't know. He's just one poor excuse for a wolf.
Like I said, I can't stand this guy.
Ray, maybe there's something good on CNN.
Hell no, that's worse.
I'm not the only one. Nobody liked Ray when he came here. Dirty, wound leaking, scooped up off the street. Usually he'd just crawl off somewhere, but not here. Here, they have a staff meeting, and they say that no matter what, we're going to treat him like Jesus. I don't get the big deal about this Jesus thing, but they say.
Whatever they want, they get. If Ray wants ice cream at 2 in the morning, we go out to Bonds and we go get it. You can never go to Bonds too many times in one day. We call that our Bonds rule.
The Bonds rule. Does that come before or after there can never be too many cookies or too many flowers?
Before. But the basic rule is kindness. We're pretty relentless about it.
Relentless kindness.
That's right. To everyone.
No kidding. Drug dealer, Hell's Angel, beat his wife, probably killed some people back in the day. They say.
You used to be a murderer? It doesn't matter. When you come here, it's the beginning. There's no past here. It's all today.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Not all the time.
So, get my grits.
Coming, Ray.
Now!
Wait up, Paloma, I'll help you.
There's no past. It's all today. I wish I could think like that. The dogs remember. Maybe they can forget Mari, but I can't. And him? I remember every one of his swats and kicks. Every sit, stay, heel, down boy.
Down, boy!
No. Remember Jesus. Treat him like Jesus.
Jesus? What's that about Jesus?
You heard me. You understand what I'm saying?
Hell, just because I'm mean doesn't mean I'm stupid.
So, are you into this Jesus thing too?
Yeah, sure. Not their Jesus. Not their Prince of Peace, all sweet and gentle. I'm talking about Jesus of the flaming heart. Jesus with my tattoo cranks open his chest and shows his heart on fire, chained in thorns and flaming. That's my Jesus. That's whose arms I'm going to.
Oh, I get it. You mean Apollo.
The boxer?
What, boss? I'm talking about Apollo, bringer of life. The far-shooting Apollo, the archer. The bright one, the sun.
The Greek god? Now I'm talking to a dog about a Greek god.
Well, not just any Greek god. He's an athlete, a musician, and big with the ladies. Plus, swans, trees, horses, you name it. He fathered the first of the centaurs.
Well, now you're talking. Now there's a wild bunch, half man, half horse.
Hundreds of centaurs, half human horses, running wild on Mount Pelion, according to Homer.
Well, back in the day, you should have seen us. Half man, half horse was nothing compared to us. We were half man, half horse.
Yeah!
Half angel, half horse.
Yeah! Oh yeah, that's right. Ooh. Oh, oh. Sing through me, mountain muses! Sing of the centaurs! Four-legged stallions with human heads! Lawless monsters hungry for war!
They call me Stingray. I was cranked, I was ready and built for speed. Me and my hog were one with the road.
Tell how against the mortals were gathered the rough-maned beasts.
Mad Dog's on my left. Fat Jack's up ahead and we're thundering down the road, roaring out of Salinas to stomp out the black diamonds at Lompoc.
Down the mountainside they came, streaming together, swift-footed, monstrous.
Cops and casers and fuck all eating our dust.
Savage creatures battering against each other.
Raging over the pass and down into the Black Diamonds camp, ready for war on all sides.
Swinging whole tree trunks as spears.
Dozens one-on-one, engines in train.
And hate was there, with confusion among them.
Till Fat Jack falls.
Then, Heracles the spoiler appears, standing in his chariot. His bow in his arm, stained red with men's blood.
Mad Dog screams, he's dropping back.
Beside him come terror and panic, straining forward.
He's going down.
Death the Destroyer was there, glaring at gnashing her teeth till they echoed.
He's gone, but I can't look back.
Death the Destroyer drags a dead man by his feet through the carnage.
I hear the shot, but I don't feel anything.
Chiron, the centaur, lies there, neck extended, black blood running into the ground, fallen to the assault, pierced in the leg by a poisoned arrow.
Shit. Oh, hell. Oh.
Chiron, the centaur, bearer of the unhealable wound.
Ray? You okay? What happened? We have to keep these wounds clean, Ray. You hear me?
He doesn't hear you. He's out on his mountain, heading back to his cave.
Come on, Ray. Let's go back to your room.
No, his story's not over.
Ginger, down.
No way, I'm staying with him. Chiron's story is just beginning.
Ginger!
Go.
Out! Ray, you want to go in the garden?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, good. I'll go with you.
Ginger, no, stay.
Give my smokes.
What about your grip?
To hell with that. Give me my goddamn smokes.
Ray, you know what we told you about smoking. And please, no more cursing in the house.
So kick me out. Give me my ride to L.A. and I'm gone.
Jesus, remember? Treat him like Jesus.
Okay, I'll get your smokes.
After Chiron was wounded, he couldn't run anymore. He gave up his wild ways and went back to his mountain. Spent his time studying the plants and flowers. He found out which herbs could heal. Not his wound, but others. Word spread. Soon he became known throughout the world as the wounded healer.
What kind of dog knows all about that Greek god shit?
Well, I'm a pantheist. All animals are pantheists. Didn't he know that?
Well, I guess I do now.
Back in the day, I answered to Homer, the blind poet. I was a seeing eye doctor. I led him around, remembered every word. I guess they don't have that in their Discovery Channel.
Hey, don't lift your leg over there. I've been watching that rose all week getting ready to bloom. The princess died. It's too delicate for you. No, not there either. You'll poison the new snapdragons. Look, you see those green shoots? That's wild garlic. Wild onion plus wild ginger.
Nice.
You gotta piss on something, go piss on the rosemary. That rosemary is one tough herb.
The wisdom of Chiron. Sing praises to the heathen.
Bullshit, Ginger, don't start talking crazy. And don't sing me nothing unless it's early Elvis.
Well, it's true, though. What kind of Hell's Angel knows so much about plants?
You watch, you learn. Just because I'm dying doesn't mean I'm dumb.
Oh, you said the D word.
Dumb,
No, the other one.
dying.
Yeah. Lots of them here can't even think it.
Well, I'm not lots of them. I know death pretty good. I rode with death, drank with death, shot up and fought with death.
Oh, that's my own centaur. Maybe you don't know it.
She's coming.
Who's coming?
Look, it's Fat Mama.
I don't see any fat mama.
Scare her off. See? Over there.
That's a pigeon.
That's not just any pigeon. That is my pigeon. I named her. Come on, Fat Mama. It's okay. We won't hurt you.
Tell him to go.
Who?
I said tell that dog to go or I'll leave.
Oh, Ginger's tame. He won't bite.
How do you know?
I don't like dogs.
I don't like pigeons. You know what the humans call you? Flying rats.
Or doves. Or carriers. Or messengers from places you don't know.
Trash-eating machines. You're just here because it's lunchtime.
I don't know about time. But I do know the sun.
Oh. I get it. You mean Apollo?
Who?
Oh, it's a long story. Ray can tell you. Right, Ray?
He's drifting off. He likes it when I'm here. He sleeps.
When I first came here, I heard they took in homeless people. I had never seen a homeless person in the places I've worked before. When this one guy came in, I hate to say this, but he smelled so bad I wasn't sure I could handle it. But then I was amazed at how grateful he was for everything. We found his sister, and she came in and she sat with him. He couldn't really talk, but he understood everything she was saying. Then, he was really on his last breath. We dimmed the lights, lit some candles, and his sister cried and cried. And we didn't say anything. We just held her. Afterwards, we came out here, and his sister said, "You know, I didn't think death could ever be beautiful." And I thought so too. In my culture, death is scary. In my practice, I've seen people die alone in hospitals. But here, they have their families and so much love. And I thought, this is where I want to be.
Afternoon is the best.
The quiet time,
Too quiet sometimes.
after lunch, and baths.
Before dark. between sleeping and dreaming.
They're suffering. Sometimes I go in Ray's room in the morning and help him out of bed. And I know it's the beginning of a very, very, very long day. He leans against me and he says, I can't take this anymore. If there was any way we could take away his suffering, we would. $1 million? A miracle cure? All we have to give is affection.
Yeah. Affection. That's what Mari gave me. With most of them here, they're dying. They don't have time to give. But with Mari, it was different. Mari?
Go away, doggy. Go! Shoot!
That is not Mari.
Maybe I should leave the card outside his room. Or maybe I could just leave it here. I guess I could give it to one of those, do they call them nurses? They're not really nurses. Do they call them staff? That's not right, that's too cold. They're more like, well, family. But God, that's what I am, isn't it? It's what I'm supposed to be, till death do us part. But he parted before that, didn't he? Him and his little NFL dancing girls. Not that I minded in those days. I mean, I was a trophy wife. And when you're an Eagles wife, a Bears wife, a Rams wife, that's one big trophy. But now,
Bon and Lynn?
Melissa, what are you doing here?
It is his birthday, in case you don't remember.
How did you know he was here?
They called me.
They can't do that. They're supposed to call family, and family only. That's the law.
Not here. Have you seen him?
Well, I was. I mean, I am. I just need a little time to,
Prepare yourself. Yeah, me too.
Well, you go in and see him. You tell him I come back when you're gone.
Don't give me that. I'm here, okay? I was the one he came to after you kicked him out.
Oh, and where were you when he was in prison? In the hospital, in the recovery place. Where were you when he needed you then?
Okay, look, there isn't much time. He hasn't got much longer.
So that's when you show up, when there's not much time.
Like you didn't dump him as soon as he got sick?
I didn't steal his prescription for medical marijuana and sell it on the street.
Who told you that? Did Clarence tell you that?
Oh, yeah. Mama's is here. See, Ginger, I knew Mama'd show up.
Hey, don't grab him like that. Can't you see he's weak? Clarence, put her down.
Stop bossing him!
No, boss.
Everybody bosses. Come, sit, stay, heel down, boy.
Poor man's dying, for heaven's sake.
Oh, yeah? Who is it?
Oh, no. I'm standing tall now. She's a beauty, isn't she, Ginger?
What do you mean, Clarence? Me or her?
Mama, right, Ginger?
Who are you talking to, baby? That dog?
Yeah, Mama.
What mama? Who's mama? I'm Melissa, remember?
Mama. I remember everything.
Forget it, Melissa. He's playing us, just like always.
Oh, yeah. He's a player, all right.
He was a player.
Never to be forgotten. Most valuable player. Most all-star of all stars. Bright Apollo of the NFL.
Singing like Homer.
Muses who remember parachuting Apollo. Sing of why receiving Clarence Dupree. Praise from Seattle to Miami. Beloved of Melissa and Bonnie Lynn. Bearer of the Super Bowl ring.
The score is tied, 34-34. 20 seconds to go. I'm flying out to the open. No time to look. The ball's in the air.
Swiftest of eagles, toughest of rams.
I turn, reach, extend, and yes!
Bears and lions tremble at his name. Cowboys and titans fall at his feet.
Don't forget the win against Baltimore.
He gave me the game ball.
But I'm the one who got the ring.
Undefeated by Raiders, Patriots, and Buccaneers. He falls to the fatal three. The energy-giving speed. The power-building steroid. The pain-killing heroin. No Steeler can touch him, but the steel needle wins.
True story, Ginger. All too true.
He loses his health, his wealth, his weight, his women. HIV finds him. The street finds him. The prison finds him.
But you found me. Gave me the one thing I needed the most.
What's he talking about now?
Love.
What's that about love, Clarence?
What they do here, no way you can stop them. They'll just wear you down with it. You might as well give it and go with it. Maybe you should start right now.
Back off, boy.
I'm not a boy.
His name is Ginger. And like I said, today's my birthday. You're all my mama.
Not that mama thing again.
It's the dementia, isn't it? From the brain infection.
Mama, Marilyn. Mama Melissa. And I'm all y'all's baby.
He's right about the baby thing, you know. With the dying, that's just how it is. You watch for every breath, listen for every sound, try to give them what they need. Same as a newborn, only in the other direction. But they're going back to that place they came from.
I see somebody brought me a birthday card. Blue envelope, a smiling face on it. Must be Marilyn. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Somebody got us a KFC snack pack tucked away in her tote bag.
Hey, good news, man!
I got a few sisters left.
So?
A party!
How are we supposed to party on one snack pack?
They do miracles here. Ain't that right, Ginger?
Oh boy, here we go to Vons again.
Oh, not those, G. The Baskin Robbins dog.
You still talking to that dog?
Oh, you could too. He's pretty damn smart.
What flavor would you like, Bonnie Lynn?
Rocky Road. Or do they still have Jim Almond fudge?
We'll find out.
Oh my God, your dog just talked to me.
I told you.
How about you, Melissa?
Frozen yogurt for me. Strawberries, they have it.
Coming up?
Thank you, Ginger.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, G. I mean that. You come back and join us if you can. If you want to, because we're going to be here a while. We got a lot of catching up to do.
Oh, that reminds me. I heard your stepbrother wants to come out from Texas. Remember Ricky?
Last time I saw him, he was fine.
Yeah, well, look at him now. He never forgot you. He's got all your clippings in a scrapbook.
He does.
And your dad, he wants to come out with Ricky.
I remember your dad. How's he doing?
Well, he's got a new wife. There they are.
Ooh, check him
Oh,
out.
Pops, he always was a ladies' man.
Just like his son.
He'll die a couple of days after his stepbrother and his father get here. It was in the afternoon. They went out for a minute to get some coffee, and when they came back, Clarence was gone. The sun was just setting. The room was full of light.
See? I told you. You're all my mama, and I'm all your baby. I'm all your son.
That's my A-God. He brings light out of darkness, order out of chaos. It's an old story. Apollo's way of healing, facing the light.
Ginger! Ginger! Ginger, where are you?
Here, man. I'm here. What's wrong? You need Paloma? I'll go get her.
No, stay here. Stay, Ginger.
Okay.
Closer.
Okay.
Dogs know, don't they?
Know what?
Where it is? You know it's in me, right? You can sense it.
Is that what they say in your Discovery Channel?
How long have I got?
Ray, man, I'm no doctor.
It's not that I'm scared, it's just... I've been here a while, you know, and I've seen them come and go. Starting to get used to it. Starting to like it. Then I remember where I am and it gets me all messed up, you know? So if I could just know, maybe I could...
What, Ray? Maybe you could what?
Nothing. Just stick around, okay? Don't tell him I was talking shit, okay? I gotta go smoke.
I'll go with you.
You're a good dog, Ginger. Don't forget me, okay?
I won't.
One.
You can never go to Vaughn's too many times in one day.
Two.
You can never have too many cookies or flowers. 3.
Nurses nurse, we don't. It's not a job, it's a vision. 4.
Other people's residents complain. Our residents say. 5.
Sometimes the best thing you can do is just let the phone ring.
6.
Do not cry harder or louder than family members.
7. We love you very much, but
We have no idea
where your paperwork is. When you have time, you should look at our albums. This is where we keep our residents' pictures and record the anniversaries of their deaths. We send cards to their families to let them know we remember them. It was real. They were part of our life.
Even if they don't have anybody, we'll remember.
We do memorial services here, too.
Oh, yeah. Anytime a resident dies, we make an altar right here.
And everybody gets one. No matter how gross or mean or hateful you've been, we will love you and remember you relentlessly. And afterwards, you'll have an altar.
Oh, yeah. Anybody that comes to visit, Paloma drags them to see the altar, like they should know that person.
Families come back here a lot, and we encourage it. It helps us with our grief, too.
I have never heard of a hospice doing that.
We take care of people the way you do at home. Snuggling up to watch movies at night, rubbing somebody's feet with a really good balm.
What about checklists for the rounds?
There aren't any checklists. We check every 15 minutes or so. When we change shifts, we exchange notes.
Yeah, like Ray has had his shower, so he doesn't need one. Clarence likes to shower in the morning and his clothes folded on a chair before he goes to bed. First thing in the morning he wants 2 eggs and bacon. Well done. Not pink.
Burned. He's very particular about that.
Come in, Ray.
We cook, wash dishes, do the laundry, all of it. The good, the bad, and the ugly. But nothing is routine. It's not like a hospital. Sometimes people call Sarah House a facility. And we just stare at them like, huh? This isn't a facility. It's Sarah House.
I know. I left the hospital where I used to work. One time I wanted to give my phone number to a 13-year-old girl who was dying so we could talk whenever she wanted. The hospital wouldn't let me do that. They said it was unprofessional. I couldn't stand it.
Somebody turn the coffee on.
Got decaf, I want some of it.
Anybody want popcorn?
Who left the door open? Ginger's out.
Somebody turn the massage chair off.
Is anybody sleeping on the couch tonight? Hey, guess what? I found the remote!
Getting dark now. After dinner, after leftovers. This is when Mari would sneak me her dessert. They're all in their rooms. Ray's watching a car chase on TV. Elaine is writing something. Clarence is finally getting to sleep. Hard to believe he's only been here 2 weeks. Paloma says time expands here. The time didn't expand enough when Mari was here. Time flew with Mari.
Poor Ginger. You look so sad.
She's got that right. That's what happens when you get to like somebody here. With most of them, they just come in comatose and sleep the whole time. You don't know who they are or what they want. Maybe that's better, you know. But Paloma says...
You imagine. You invent. You try to give them what you think they'd want. Sometimes they come in with dementia. One resident thought he was in a brothel the whole time he was here.
Oh, yeah. I remember that guy. I always wondered why he smiled so much.
Then there was the socialist.
The socialist. Now she was something. One day, she was in her room, sitting in her bed, wrapped up in a ratty old red shawl.
She was reading a book about how God doesn't exist. So I started to talk to her about the afterlife. And she says,
No fucking way. When you're dead, you're dead. What's important is right now.
I understand, but I see...
What do you see? You see any pearly gates? You see any angels flying around? Do you see that?
No, but...
Tubes and wires is all I see. I don't want to see anymore. I want to go. Leave me alone and let me go.
She fought so hard. She said she wanted to go, but her body was fighting hard. We tried to calm her, but...
I'm not calm. I was never calm. Why the hell should I be calm now?
But if you're in pain...
It's not pain, it's life.
We're here. Tell us what you want.
Breath. One more breath.
It might help if you try not to fight it.
I'm a fighter, I fight.
Would you like us to leave?
Quiet!
Okay.
Don't go.
So we'd come in and sit with her. Just sit in silence. To let her know we were there. We were with her. She fought for every breath.
One more.
It wasn't beautiful. It was a struggle every second. But maybe I don't know. Maybe that's how she lived.
Yes!
I'm glad she fought. I'm glad it wasn't beautiful. It isn't beautiful. It's death. Death the Destroyer. Dragger of corpses.
Ginger, stop that!
Death the Destroyer, the end of all things. Snarling and gnashing her teeth through the carnage.
Ginger, what is wrong with you? You're scaring me.
I'm scaring you. You work here every day with death, and you're scared of me?
Have you been eating sweets again? Come here, let me see those teeth.
No, I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm fine. Really. Man, humans are crazy!
Oh, that's Elena. It's time to tuck her in and kiss her goodnight. Come with me. If you're good, maybe she'll let you sit on her bed.
All right.
Elena?
Come in, dear. You do, Ginger.
Yes.
Are you ready for your goodnight kiss?
Oh, I'm always ready for that. But not yet. Stay a while. Sit here with me.
Okay. Are you comfortable?
Oh, my, yes. And you know, dear, you still have me.
What, Elena?
My breath?
Yes?
Why, it's getting better. Every day it keeps getting better. I can't look at it, but I can feel it. The cancer is going away. Farther and farther away.
Well, that's what she thinks. But the fact is,
That must feel good, Elena.
Yes, it does.
humans.
Now tell me something. How does my hair look?
Very pretty. Shall I brush it for you?
Oh, yes, please. Dr. Miller's coming soon, and I have to look good for him.
You will.
I hope he'll remember me. He knew me as Betty, but I've always wanted to be Elaine.
Oh, remember that? That was the time when everybody who came in wanted to change their name. Susan became Sasha. Harold became Enrique. There was a couple Enriques. Very sexy.
Oh, my, yes.
I guess that proves you can start a new life here, even if only for a few minutes.
Elena's more elegant, don't you think?
Elena's much more elegant.
He liked my hair. It was longer in those days. He loved it long. He gave me 2 tortoiseshell combs he brought back from Spain. I wish I still had those.
She had nothing when she came here. 93 years old. No kids, no family.
Her whole life was in her old apartment, and she had to leave it all behind. So we went there and brought back a few things that would mean something to her.
Tell about the painting.
Her favorite thing was a painting.
Oh, tell what's in it.
3 horses standing under a tree.
They're beautiful, aren't they?
Who, Elena?
The black stallion. See him over there? And the frisky young goat.
Frisky? Hell, you're looking at a 2-year-old Olympus spread centaur. Side by freaking Greek god. I run for the roses, girl. We're talking triple crown.
And the pretty Palomino.
Which one?
That one. There.
Oh, no, I'm no pretty Palomino.
It's her painting, let her tell it.
place to rest on hot afternoons. I've been riding all day. Was it on horseback? In his car? Racing all over the place. There is his ranch. My father's old dried up farm. Look at this something. What is it? Where is it?
What are you looking for, Elena?
How can you find anything in all this heat and dust?
Find what, Elena?
I don't know. There's so much dust. Clouds of dust and this heat.
I'll help you. This will cool you down.
I know it's out there somewhere.
You'll find it. You'll find it, Elena.
Elena, over here. Feel that breeze?
Yes, that's better.
See how all the grass is blowing in waves across the meadow?
Like the sea.
That's right, just like the sea. I could sit with you here all day and watch it.
Don't waste your time with him. Come with me and you'll find what you're looking for. I can take you across that field in 30 seconds easy. Give you the ride of your life, little Lena. Feel the wind in your face. Get the blood rushing, muscles working. Pull out.
Oh, yes, I love that. I love going fast. Let's go faster!
Wait up, Elena. He doesn't know what you're looking for. Come with me, and I can take you on a trail you've never seen before. Over that hill, into the canyon, down the creek bed into the river.
We can see the river. I've never seen the river.
Hold on tight.
Let's go!
No. Here, rest easy.
You don't need that. Ride with me and you'll move faster and better than ever.
It's the adventure, Elena. You want to go new places, see new sights. You're ready for that, aren't you?
I don't know. What does that mean?
What, Elena?
What they said, the horses.
In the painting?
In my dream. They want me to go with them.
On a journey?
Something like that.
Well, I'm no expert, but some people say that death is a journey. So maybe you're preparing for that.
For my death?
Maybe.
Or maybe I'm getting ready to go riding again. Tuck me in, will you? Kiss me good night and wish me sweet dreams.
Good night, Elena. Sweet dreams.
The phone is strangely silent. It no longer clamors as before. But oh, my heart would trip the light fantastic to hear your voice once more. I wrote that poem for Dr. Miller. Do you like it?
It's beautiful, Elena.
He will come, you know. I will see him again.
Midnight till dawn. It's the deep time. not dream time. Fear, anxiety, truth. There's a light on in the office. Someone's there. Someone to listen to your story. Even if it's not true, they'll listen. They'll believe you. Because where you are is true.
Omaha. I was a jerk. I'm sorry.
Midnight to dawn. It's like that. The night before she died, Elena came in. She said,
Dr. Miller never loved me. My cancer's not getting better.
so what would you call that? Is it the dark before the dawn? Or is it the dawn before the dark?
Ray? Ray?
Maury? Maury?
Who?
Was that her bell?
What bell?
Maury's.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Maury. 23 years old. About this tall. Pretty face, big smile. Quiet girl, more like a child than a woman. Remember Maury?
You mean Maria? Like Mary?
No, Maury. Just Maury. M-A-R-I.
Oh, like Mariposa, the butterfly.
Yes, Mariposa. Born in a Mexico City shack town to a 14-year-old girl, given away when she was 3 days old?
That's a sad story.
No, not really. Not the way Maury tells it.
It wasn't a secret. Mi abuela did it. One day she took me out. She told my mother she was going to the market. Then she gave me to another family. A family with more money and 9 sons. So they could afford to keep me. I was a happy baby. You see, what did I know?
You didn't know you'd be working as their servant by the time you were 10.
It wasn't hard work. They loved me in that family.
Yeah, until they moved to the States all legal and stuff. But you, they had to have smuggled over the border.
So, if you don't have papers, that's what you do. Everybody knows that.
Coyote.
Of course, what else? Some sleazeball with a truck.
Who you calling a sleazeball? I'm doing these people a favor.
I hate those coyotes.
Who doesn't? But that's what you do. It helps if you're pretty,
You got that right, little lady.
with a sexy smile.
I do you the favor. You do me the favor. Deal?
Deal.
Get away from her!
Hey, don't mess with him. This is my story.
Somebody's got some sense around here.
She's a kid.
Now where she comes from.
Watch your mouth, sleazeball!
Call attention. She can handle herself.
Men like me. So what? It helps me get work. You think that's so easy in the States? You want me to starve?
No, I don't. But to get pregnant so young.
20's not young.
But you are. You seem young. So innocent. So small.
My baby is a beautiful girl. I've always wanted a baby girl, just like me mama wanted me.
How do you know that? She gave you away.
She didn't want to. But she had to help me. She works in a factory now. She found me and wrote to me. She was so happy to hear I married Jose.
Jose? Who's Jose?
Told her she met in Arizona. We moved in with her to raise the baby as his. Don't you remember? He came here with her when they found out.
No, don't.
Found out what?
Don't tell him.
It's okay, Ginger. Let him tell it.
It's not his story.
But it's true.
She had terminal brain cancer. Prognosis was 6 months, and that's when she came here.
You have to wreck everything.
Like she said, it's true.
That wasn't the bad part, Ginger. The worst part was when my mother tried to sneak over the border to come here and see me.
Another claim.
Yeah, but it doesn't work. She gets caught and put on a 2-year hold.
2 years? Maury doesn't have that long. Can't somebody go to the border and tell them that?
You ever tried talking to the Border Patrol?
It's okay. I will go there.
You can't go there. You won't be able to come back.
I know.
What about your meds? Who will take care of you?
My mother. My mother in Mexico.
But she's poor. She lives in a shack.
My dream is to die in her arms.
How do you know that? How do you spend any time with you? She gave you away when you were 3 days old.
To die in her arms. To have her raise my daughter. That is my dream.
What about my dream? I want you here.
No.
I love you.
That's not our decision. Ginger, it's not ours.
Poor Ginger. Come here, let's snuggle.
No, I don't want to snuggle. Not if you're leaving.
Hey, we asked her what she wanted. That's what she said.
Why did you have to do that?
Because that's what they do here, Ginger.
It's not what I do, not me.
That's what the Dream Foundation gave her. A ticket to Mexico City and another one for Paloma to travel with her. Take the meds to her family, get her settled, make sure it would be okay.
It was my first visit here. They gave her a dinner party the night before she left, and Ginger hid the whole time.
Nobody knows how to deal with it.
We say our goodbyes here, not in some airport. To let her just walk off, never to see her again, we don't know how to do that.
Well, then don't. Treat her like Jesus. Go to Vaughn's, get her some ice cream, get her back.
Paloma says it's okay. It's a shack, but it's a good shack.
Now, look at the picture she emailed us.
There's her mother in front, and her cousin and her nephew on the other side, and there's her father. Look.
No, I don't want to look. I don't want her to go. I don't want her to die. I hate that. I hate this place. I hate goodbye.
They make her immortal.
Yeah, name a star in the sky for her. Give her a whole constellation.
Sing her story.
Call your muses down from Olympus. Do what Homer did, turn her into a god.
This isn't Mount Olympus, and I'm not Homer. I'm a half-husky mutt at Sarah House, and she's not here.
So, invent. Make something up. Use the old stories. Like, do you remember that girl in the old Greek story, the one in the meadow that gets kidnapped?
No, it starts with a P.
Persephone?
Yeah.
Never heard of her.
Yes. And her mother, Demeter. Goddess of all growing things.
Never heard of her
Well,
either.
that's her, all right. Queenly Demeter, bringer of seasons, giver of good gifts.
Sister to bright Apollo.
Muses from Olympus, who give glory through singing, tell how Demeter's trim-ankled daughter was seized by
Hades, king of the underworld, hell's first angel.
Tell how on that day that he appeared,
Thundering up out of hell in his chariot.
To steal my Persephone, as she gathered flowers from soft meadows of roses and crocuses and beautiful violets.
Also irises and hyacinths and the sweet narcissus.
You like flowers? Come with me and I'll show you flowers you've never seen before. Night-blooming jasmine, evening primrose, angel's trumpet and moonflower.
Where's my mother?
Forget about her. Come with me and I'll make you my queen. Queen of the dark house, first lady of death.
I have to find my mother.
Later for that, babe.
and Demeter heard her, and bitter pain seized her heart.
Where are you? Where? Why can't I see you?
She tore her hair and sped like a wild bird over land and sea.
See anything in all this heat and dust?
Grief, more terrible than savage, came into the heart of Demeter, and she took away her good gifts of grain and growing things.
You think it's so easy to make a life where no one wants you, to make things grow out of nothing.
She vows to destroy the tribes of men, never again to let life spring out of the ground until she beholds her own fair-faced daughter.
You will die here. All of you will die.
All too true, Mama. But you love these people. You don't want them to stop. Here's the deal. Listen up, people. The girl will visit her mother 2 parts of every year in the light and return to spend the other part in the dark world with Hades. Deal or no deal?
Deal.
Deal.
What you say, Mama?
I can see her again. You will bring her to me?
Every spring, every summer. Apollo don't lie.
All right then.
Yes. So, Apollo sends Hermes to bring Persephone to join her mother. Go on, Hermes. Do it, man.
What are you looking at me for?
She can't join her mother without you.
Me?
I'm waiting.
For Hermes the messenger. Bringer of dreams.
To lie in her arms. To have her see my baby before I go. That is my dream.
She's waiting for you. Hermes, the guy. Come on.
The handsome young god who knows the secret way to the underworld.
I'm handsome?
Glorious Hermes.
Sweet-voiced Hermes. Apollo's comrade of the feast.
Lord over all birds of omen, and all grim-eyed lions, all oxen and horses.
Horses and boars with gleaming tusks. And dogs.
Dogs? I'm Lord of Dogs?
And all the animals that the wide earth nourishes.
Well, I'll do it!
at how she holds the baby. You can see she's going to raise her well. Thank you, Ginger.
Bye, Marty.
You sing it, Ginger.
It's not singing, man, that's crying.
Whatever. You did it, dog.
Did what?
Brought new life out of the dark.
Healing the dying. What we do here.
It's so sad.
You know, that's what my friends say. I come home from work. People come up to me and ask, "Oh no, what happened today?" They just don't get it that I like it here. They think I'm just a guy who has just sad stories to tell, and they're not all just sad.
Sometimes it gets you, though.
Yeah.
One time we had maybe 7 deaths within 10 days. Got this terrible pain in my stomach. It was like, it was just too much. I just thought that it was just too many people. And then a chaplain came and brought us Chinese food. And we all went into the dining room and we started looking at the pictures and saying their names and telling their stories.
Yeah, there was Sam, then Henry, Lorraine, John Michael, Bert.
Oh, Bert. Remember Bert and his wife?
Who could forget the Irish couple? Bert and his wife.
Mrs. O'Sullivan. But you may call me Colleen.
She came with him in the ambulance. His kidneys were failing, but
We're going to get him up, and we're going to get him well. I have followed everything they said to do for years. They lied to us, those professional physicians.
Whatever. Just let me lie down. Just let me close my eyes.
No, don't lie down, Bert. No, madam. Bert, we're getting up. Bert, eat some soup. God gave us these wonderful bodies to feed, and we put soup in, and it comes out in some poop, and it keeps us going. We've been married 50 years. This is not the end. Blessed Lord wouldn't do this. The good Lord would not let us down.
Theologically, that's kind of a problem.
Don't say anything in here about anything bad. We're going to get a miracle and feed him and get him outside. Come on, Bert, we're getting up and dressed.
She always focused on his hair, his clothes, his food. He was pretty much shut down.
But she was there every day, from 7:30 in the morning till 3:30 in the afternoon. For the first 3, 4, 5 days, it was the same thing.
Gonna get my miracle. I took care of him every day of our life. Tucked him in every night. I tell him, dear Bertie, say your prayers to Our Lady and our Lord for another nice day.
About day 6, Bert started to decline.
Still waiting for my miracle.
That's when Paloma said,
Colleen, you know we're all praying for your miracle. But let me tell you what I'm seeing. I see a man who's failing and who doesn't have a lot of days left on earth.
On that day, his body started to fill with fluids. And that noisy breathing...
It's not painful, but it makes a lot of sounds. She saw he was dying.
she sat down. Instead of raising her voice, she took his hand and stroked his arm.
Listen, my darling. You're no longer Bert. You're Bertie. You're 5 years old and I'm 8. You're Bertie and I'm little Colleen and we're back in Ireland. And you're playing with your soldiers and your little trucks and your tanks and the world's beautiful. And there's nothing to worry about. And our dear Lord's coming. And you're going to take one of his hands. And I'm going to take the other. And we're going off together. go to a beautiful land and everybody will be common. You've got a perfect body. And when you get to heaven, oh my God, there's blue lakes, blue skies, no professional physicians anywhere. There's our blessed Mother and dear Lord. And they're going to be welcoming you and saying, there's Bertie O'Sullivan.
This went on for hours.
All his fluids settled. He was breathing normally.
No, his fluids didn't settle. They went away. But I've been thinking, I think Bert needs to tell our dear Lord he's ready. Bert, I know you can't be talking, so I'll talk for you. You think the words with your mind, and I'll say, dear Lord, I'm Bertie O'Sullivan, and I'm so thankful for my life, and I'm ready to be going.
The next day I went out. She was with Bert, a radiant smile on her face, so I felt I could leave her. And I got a call that Bert was gone. When I came back, Colleen said,
I was just sitting holding his hand, and he looked up at me and smiled. That's all that happened. And then your staff person came in,
He's gone, Colleen.
and I didn't know. It was so peaceful. He just breathed, and then he didn't. It was so peaceful. It was a miracle.
before that day, I never liked this phrase, at Sarah House they create a space where the miraculous can happen. That was the first time I really felt it. The room was so intense.
Colleen was the miracle.
Yeah. We gave her the space to let it happen.
Healing the dying is a sort of miracle.
The Greeks started it. Apollo taught Chiron.
Not just any healing. You will heal the incurably sick and the dying.
Chiron taught his adopted son Asclepius, whoever comes to you suffering,
I will deliver from their torment.
And years after his death, the dying came to his temples to offer gifts, to pray, to sing his songs, tell his stories, and to sleep.
where he appeared in their dreams.
As a dog.
Yes.
Or a horse.
Yes.
How about a pigeon?
Sure, why not?
So that he could cure them.
The suffering, yes. The dying, no. To finish the journey, or to start it.
My ride to L.A.
Laurie's flight to Mexico.
On horseback across a meadow?
With my family?
Your family's right here.
How long will it take?
A week. 6 months.
Today,
Right here.
There's no time.
Right here.
It's all one day.
today.
Right now?
This morning.
Right here.
Where's Ray's grits?
Ray died last night. We're making an altar. His grits.
That's good.
And his Princess Diana Rose.
Nice.
Favorite Harley? TV guy?
What about his flaming heart of Jesus?
Maybe, we should sing something?
Wait, look, over there.
Look, Ginger, what is it?
Check it out, it's that pigeon.
That mama.
Scare her away.
He always liked it when I sang. I never told him the tune. I thought he'd laugh at me. Love me tender, love me sweet, never let me go. You have made my life complete, and I love you so. Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfill. For my darling, I love you, and I always will.
Look, she's flying away.
Where to?
The mountains,
The freeway.
the city.
The sea!
Dedicated exit signs. Thank you.
Good evening. Welcome to our performance tonight. This is the sixth and final performance of the world premiere of One Day Sarah House. My name is Randy Sunday. I'm the executive director of Sarah House. I'd like to welcome you on behalf of the Sarah House family. That includes, first of all, the residents of Sarah House and their loved ones, past, present, and future, the caregivers at the house, the staff at the office, volunteers, board of directors, and probably many of you. Folks have been our supporters for almost 20 years now. Sarah House is a home for low income and homeless who are dying, people who have no other place to go. And people have asked why we did a play, why would a hospice and midlife care home decide to put on a project like this. For tonight, I would say that you need a purpose. The purpose was to raise the idea of a Sarah House in every community, raise the idea above the radar so that we remember that everyone deserves a place to die in dignity and peace and surrounded by people who really care about them. When I first came to Sarah House, I thought it was holy ground. I've always thought of the theater as having the potential for being a sacred space as well. They both accommodate the vast range of human emotions and personalities and somehow reveal what is most meaningful about our human condition. I'd like to thank all the people who made all of these performances possible. There's the cast, the director, the costume designer, the playwright, people in the sound and lighting booth, but also the cooks, the acupuncturists that worked on the actors, help from photographers. Again, many friends, and if you look in the program, you'll see the names of these unsung heroes. They are our friends, and again, there may be many of you. So thank you and thank them. So this is a happy occasion to have everyone here. It's also sad to see this run come to an end, at least for now. So it's special and sweet that you could all be here with us. So welcome to the Center Stage Theater, the final performance of the world premiere of One Day Sarah House.